Hello everyone, welcome to next section of our video. So in the earlier section I have already told you and shown you the main activity.java file where we already have our button integrated, the on which click we get all the answers. So now the next thing we'll do, we'll create a my answers.java file which will consist of all the answers which will be populated once you click on that button. So I'll tell you all the steps how you can create my answers.java file, what all important things you need to make sure before creating it, how you can integrate the answers in the class file, and setting all answers values on click of that button. So we'll see from creation of the answers my answers.java file till execution of this file. So let's begin and let's go to our Android Studio. So this is our Android Studio. So here what I'll do, I'll just go where my main activity is created. I'll just go and create another Java file with the name as my answers.java. My answers. I'll just create another Java file which is my answers. The package name will be same, everything I'll keep the same, and I'll do OK. So this is my answer file which is created, and the next thing, now we'll start adding some code to it and see exactly how it works. So next thing what I'll do is, first I'll add some pieces of code over here. So for that, so first you need to make sure what your you have to understand the requirement, what exactly you need to write in the my answers.java file. This I have told you earlier as well. Before writing any piece of code, just understand, just visualize what exactly you need in my answers.java file. We need basically some of the fruits name, because since we are going to display some fruits name, so we are going to store those fruits names somewhere in the memory, and then on click of that button those fruits names should populate. So what I'll do, I'll just go and create an array of classes and where I'll just store all the fruits name. So just let's begin for that, and here I'll just start writing code public string. I'll define it as an array, and here one variable, maybe my answers is equals to, now here I'll add all my answers value. So whatever value you want to populate, maybe apple. Next I'll populate oranges. So here we need to do a comma. Next will be your mango. Now since I have defined all the different fruits name, maybe we can take one more. Maybe I'll take apricot. So this is how you define elements in an array. So this is the simple way. I'll just define it and we'll just see how it's got executed. So now we have already defined array answers, my answers variable, and stored the values of different fruits name. Next we'll create, what we need to do next, we have to create a method like get answers, which will call in our main activity class on click of the button. So basically here after this I'll just, maybe we'll do a comment, methods, and which will be called to get all answers. So this is the method. Now I'll start writing the method. So inside, first we'll understand what this method will do. So inside this get answers method is basically, this get answers method will call in our main activity class, and then on click of the button, this click fruits name, inside the get answer method we will define an empty string variable answers, where we will be setting all the values of answers stored in answers. So basically first let me write this method and then I'll show you our main activity.java, and you'll understand it better where exactly I'm calling that method and what exactly it will do. So first let's go and define this. Public and strings get answers. So it already given me, so public string get answers. So what I have to do here, I'll define string answer. I'll define it as an empty string, and then so inside the get answer method we will define an empty string variable named as answer, where we will be setting all the values of answers that is stored in this answers array. So this all values is going to be stored over here. So next line will be, now we'll construct a new random generator method which will generate random answers. So basically if you understand random generator, why we use in Java, to generate random numbers which are stored in this answers array variable and stored it in an integer variable which is known as a random number. So let's go and define a random generator first. I'll just define random and a variable named random generator whose value, this is a new variable, so it's construct, so new random, and so this is basically we are constructing a new random number generator. In the next line of code, so once we have constructed the new random generator, what we'll do, we'll generate random answers which will be stored in answers array variable and store it in integer variable that is a random number. So we have to, next line will be, we have to define an integer variable int. The variable name will be random number whose value will be equals to whatever values we get in random generator, and then dot the next value. So the next, so we already got these values, and what we will be going to store over here, it will be answers, so dot its length. So this is how it's going to display. And then my next line will be, I'll again, now this value of random number will be stored in an answer variable, and finally we will return an answer variable. So let me store this value of random number in an answer variable, answer equals to answers, and then here it will come as random number, and then what I'll do, I'll just return answers. This is how I'll return it. Return will be a answer. So this is how you can see. I'll just return the answer. So value of the random numbers will be stored in the answer variable, and finally we will return this answer variable, so we'll get all the answers. So what I was telling earlier, why we have defined this get answer, we'll call this our main activity class on click of the buttons. So I'll just open the main activity class and show you. So here, if you remember, I have shown you here, I have called the get answer method, where we will set some text and the answer will be displayed in the layout of the screen. So that we will discuss in the next section of our video, where I'll tell you what kind of layout we have created, how we are writing this code, calling this in our main activity main.xml file, and how to use these Java files. So here I have told you the main Java files, main activity.java and myanswers.java. And the next thing we will see about the layouts, what are the different kinds of layout, which layout is best for our app, and how we are integrating these answers in our layout. So thank you, and let's see you in the next section.